Welcome.
Welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Welcome to 726 in Mountain Home, and thank you so much for joining us today. I know there's a lot of channels out there to watch, and we're so thankful of the loyal viewers that tell us.
About the loyal viewers all the time. They watch all the time. Whenever you talk to people, they say, "Oh, I watch you all the time."
They're watching your half of the screen because they're not watching mine.
No, they mention the guy. They'll say that guy that's on there with you.
What about that guy?
Well, often you have been referred to as the straight man. I'm the comedian and you're the straight man.
That's right. I prefer that.
And Chris, who watches all the time, said she just watches because I give you such a hard time.
And I take all of the abuse. The abuse.
I really do.
Prefer that. That's my function. That's my job.
You absorb it like a sponge.
Yeah, and I just smile and say, just like I tell my wife, yes, dear.
Yes, dear. Yes, dear. Exactly. But you don't take me shoe shopping like I do Betty.
Are you looking for shoes?
I'm always looking for shoes.
Well, there's thrift shops all over that has plenty of shoes that are already worn in, and you won't have to choose
already broken in. Well, see, this time of year you wear shoes that don't cover a lot of feet, so they should be cheaper.
Yeah, those aren't good for you. Those aren't good for your feet, though.
No, they don't have any arches or anything, but I don't wear them that often. But anyway, we talked earlier about Harry Potter.
Yes.
And unless you people have been living under a rock, you know that Harry Potter's out in the movies.
Now, is this the last movie?
Apparently so. Last Thursday, I was in Springfield running around. Well, I don't know. I haven't seen him.
Okay. You haven't seen any of them?
No. Will you let me tell my story?
I'm just trying to.
I was at the movie theater.
You talk so fast that people at home say, Dan, would you shut her up a minute and ask questions?
And slow down. Oh, no.
No, is that not the way to?
No, that's
Guys, you know what we're talking about.
Yeah, well, okay, dear.
Finish your story.
Okay, I was in Springfield. I'll talk to the audience. I was in Springfield, running around, hot day. I thought, I'll go to a movie. There's lots of choices in Springfield. Mm-hmm. So I got on my phone and looked around, and Larry Crown, good movie, I enjoyed it, with Tom Hanks. Every woman in America loves Tom Hanks and Julia Roberts. So when I got there, and this was last Thursday when Harry Potter opened, the parking lot was a mass of people. And there were people, I thought, oh my gosh, people come to a matinee. So I walked up to the little window and I said, what in the world's going on? And then it dawned on me they're all in black.
Yeah.
And she looked at me, she goes, Harry Potter opens tonight. I said, oh. I said, I've never seen any, and I've never read any of the books. And her little mouth drops open. This is Tina. She goes, you're the only one in the world. So I am the only. So if you, like me, have never seen Harry Potter nor read any of the books, I've got hands in the audience. There are 2 of us, 3 of us. So anyway, but and the sad thing, they weren't all children who were dressed in costume.
Oh, they were in costume.
Oh, people were in costume. They'd been camping out since Tuesday.
Oh,
camping out at the theater in this heat since. Oh my! Listen to them out here in the audience. I thought, camping out, and they had let them in the building at this point because it opened that night, and they were just like this snake of people and sleeping bags and pillows, and they had the black and the hats, and like I said, not everyone was a child who I would expect to dress in costume.
But people have to have something to live for.
They do have to have something to live for,
and
if you live for Harry Potter, more power to you.
I guess so.
Yeah, it's a worldwide phenomenon. It's just 3 of us here that haven't got on that bandwagon yet. But I couldn't.
Well, in this heat, I may be hated for this, but I've watched all of them. My wife likes them, and I go with her. But I like to watch them too. I like to watch the special effects and all that.
Yeah.
But the last 3, I was clueless of where the story was, where it was before, where it was going, or anything.
Now, a 10-year-old is going to call in and explain all this to you.
Yeah, I probably won't get it.
Yeah, I still wouldn't get it either. But I don't like science fiction or sci-fi or whatever that is. But I did enjoy Larry Crown. Wasn't a 10, but it was worth seeing. And I have a few more. The Help comes out in August. August 10th, ladies. We all read the book. Everybody read The Help? Oh, please. Yay, Jeff! It is great. Comes out August 10th. I can't wait to go see. I'm taking my mother.
Enoch's looking at Jeff like, what?
Yeah, it was great. It was a big, and then something else is coming out that looked really good. But I can't wait to go see
Aliens and
The
Cowboys
Help.
is coming out.
Oh, please. Is that not the hokiest thing you've ever seen, combining aliens and cowboys?
I've got to see that. Now, that's my kind of movie.
I bet
I like
so.
the special effects and the
But don't you know
hokey?
Stuff. Where are you from? I wish I knew. Please. Oh, aliens and I thought that was a joke when I saw that.
They'll get my money because I'll enjoy it.
But you do.
I'll eat a whole bucket of popcorn watching that movie.
Oh, I never eat it.
It'll keep me on the edge of my seat.
Oh, I bet it will. And will Betty go with you?
Sure, she wants to. She's the one that really wants to see it.
Oh, speaking of see it, I'll embarrass Courtney, which is always fun to do. My wonderful husband.
Courtney is her husband.
People know, they watch every week. Last Saturday night,
No one knew it, right? No.
They did. They
See,
did. They knew that.
they don't
Yeah.
have a
Okay.
clue.
So anyway, last Saturday night, Courtney and I went over to see the Naturals and the Springfield Cardinals play because I'm a huge baseball fan.
Mm-hmm.
And Courtney's really not much of a baseball fan, but he likes to make his wife happy. So he said, "What do you want to do?" And I said, "I want to go over to the baseball game."
He's forced to make his wife.
Well, actually, I wanted to go Friday because of the fireworks, because I'm a good wife. I picked Saturday's game because the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders were there. My husband enjoyed the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders.
And then wanted to go home afterwards.
Well, no, we stayed because he said, "Do we have to stay to the last out?" Because they were getting beat pretty badly. I said, "Of course, I never leave a game early." But anyway, so the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders were out there several times just shaking and around. So he enjoyed, he laughed, he took a picture and told everybody that was the draw. That's how my wife sucked me into this game. So we had a big time. That was our Saturday night date. I was doing the baseball, he was doing the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders.
Okay.
That worked out well
That's the
for
way-
both of us.
That's why good relationships
That's
work.
why good. There's something for everybody.
There is.
So we had a
There
good
is.
time.
Good.
But I bet you didn't see women shaking and next to nothing over the weekend. If you did, don't tell us. It's a generation.
Not the Dallas.
Not the
Cow-
Dallas
no,
Cowboy
cheer- no.
cheerleaders.
No.
But you weren't sick this week, like
No.
you were last week.
No, I'm over that.
Are you
now.
still working on your deck? Mm-hmm. How?
It's a one-person job.
Okay, so it's going to take a while because you're
and it's-
screening it in and putting a roof
Yeah.
over it and all that. Was the deck there?
The deck was there.
So
yeah.
you're just
I'm just putting a roof over
okay,
it, yeah.
and screen it. Well,
And
that's good.
everything has angles, so I'm having to cut every rafter, and I've got a hip roof, so you have to do that a certain way.
Because if you don't, you're going to have water issues.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
well,
I'm
good.
working
I
on
like an industrious man. I'm glad Betty's working hard on the weekends like that.
Absolutely.
I'm going to ball games, but someone's got to, you know.
What have you got in your hand there?
Well, this is my fan.
Oh, okay.
This is my fan. But I can read that. You said the guys, but Jeff, we've already mentioned Jeff. Jeff Hughes and Enoch Pippin are here from the LC Salmons Youth Center, and they'll tell us about the summer. There's so much going on out there. Those guys could come on every week, I swear, and tell us about what's going on at the Youth Center. But they're here today, and Carl and Sonia Thanning are here from the Calvary Chapel Twin Lakes Fun in the Sun with SON. Is that Vacation Bible School, I'm guessing? No, it's not. Oh.
It's a lot more than that, right?
Well, a lot more than that. Oh, wow. Okay. And then we have Joanne Bratton with the Living Well magazine.
Is it Will? Living Will?
Well,
Well.
W-E-L-L.
Okay.
The Living Will magazine.
Well, actually, that's the way I was wanting to ask her before that, because that's the way it's written on the sheet
Yeah.
here, Living Will.
In fact,
and that's
we now
not right.
have a magazine dedicated to your living will. So when you
Well-
check in at the hospital, they'll say, "Do you want to be resuscitated?" Actually, I checked in one time and they said, "Would you like a living will?" No, they said, "Do you have a living will?" And I said, "Am I going to need one?" They did not think that was funny.
No, I
no,
don't
no,
think so.
no humor at the hospital check-in desk. But it's Living Well magazine, which I have looked at many times because it usually it features local people. Had Joe Wilson, my girlfriend, her house was featured in it. And there's always, and let's see.
So it's a local magazine,
Oh yeah, it's a
right?
local magazine. You ever look at it?
No, I'm sorry.
It's local.
No.
Well, and they did
Did
the.
you bring a copy for us to look at?
See
look
there,
at that. All right.
everybody's seen it except you. But anyway, and the last one you're going to want to make sure you stay tuned in for because it's Ruth Ann
Now, she was here a
Clayton.
few weeks ago.
Yeah, and everybody knows who Ruth Ann is.
Awesome segments.
Ruth Ann Clayton, and she is a registered nutritionist. So when you go down to, I always say Jack's on the Square, they think it's a liquor store. It's not the liquor store, it's Nature's Way. I just call it Jack's on the Square. But anyway, down Nature's Way, so you go in there and ask questions, you have a registered dietitian who can answer them. That would be Ruth Ann, not Jack. Okay, but today we're not talking about food. We're talking about something that's really, really important, especially this time of year, and that's skincare.
It's the largest organ of the body.
It is the largest organ of the body. Very good. But skincare, what to look for, what not to look for, what to avoid, and what's worth it,
And
that
you can't
sort of
live
thing.
without it.
You cannot live without skincare. People, trust me, we all have seen those people who try to live without skincare. It gets pretty ugly. Yep, and I'll use that word honestly there. It gets pretty bad. Now, I'm done.
Are you
I've
done?
done all the work. I've done all the work, Daniel.
Well, I'm just sitting here like a bump on a log, as I
okay.
usually do.
Pitch in a little.
Watch this side of the screen. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll be talking with Enoch Pippin and Jeff Hughes.
Who's read The Help?
He's read The Help. We'll find out. Maybe he'll give us a book review. LC Salmon's Youth Center. We'll be back in just a couple minutes. Stay with us.
Yeah.